Suprabhatam, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. So the connection so far, we have seen the previous chapter, Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. So here, Bhagavan had talked about the qualities, the thought patterns, the actions of people who are inclined towards spiritual growth, and the qualities of people who remain materialistic and therefore they can even decline, go down, become adharmic. At that point in time, Krishna Paramatma had concluded by saying one should adhere to Shastra. Shastra means Vedas and related scriptural texts. So one has to hold on to that for what purpose? Karya, akarya, vyavastita. So what should be done, what should not be done. So all of you will tell it is very, very simple. What should be done, what should not be done is commonsensical. Many a times it is commonsensical. Like, I do not want anybody to hurt me, so I don't hurt somebody else. Commonsensical. So what should be done, what should not be done is commonsensical. But many a times it does not come under common sense, because there are many other implications involved. If you do something, immediately there is no implication, but will have repercussion later. And the creation is not ours in terms of we have not created or we have not brought this creation into present. So therefore, there is creation which is given by Ishvara, and there has to be a manual. All of you buy products or not? Okay, when you buy a product, where do you look for to find out how you should use the product? If you get a mobile phone, you will know how to use the mobile phone commonsensically, right? How to press, how to talk, that much you will know. But if I want to use it better and more, how will you use it? Manually. So, when you are in this world, experiencing this world, which is called Loka, plane of experience, you have to interact with people. When you are interacting with people, when you are transacting with people, every time one may not know how one should engage with the other person in transaction. So therefore, karya, what should be done, akarya, what should not be done. And there are transactions which involve entities which is not experienced, pratyaksha, you don't see them, like pitrus, devatas, you don't see them. But still a transaction is involved. That also we do not know how to transact. So you need a manual to tell you how to transact. And therefore, Shastram is the pramanam. Pramanam means instrument of knowledge. For many things, your eyes, pramanam. What you see, color, form. Likewise, there are certain things for which Shastra alone is the instrument of knowledge. And what kind of instrument of knowledge it is? It is apaurushaya, not written by any human being. In fact, not authored at all. It is part of the creation like any other thing which is part of this creation. That is why it is called apaurushaya. So because it is not written by any author, there is no raga dvesha. If I have personal author, there will be raga dvesha. You will feel, it is fine if I have this escape route, right? Like fine, you put fine when your traffic rule is violated. You will put an exception. Okay, this time the fine is okay. Okay, this time don't take fine. So these exceptions made by human beings can have defect. But Shastra will not have any defect. That is because it is apaurushaya. It is not written by anybody. And this apaurushaya pramana alone can tell two things. What are the two things? Important things in life. Dharma and moksha. Two important purusharthas are talked about by Shastra. So karya, akarya, what is to be done, what is not to be done is also given by Shastra, and that becomes the prerequisite for a person to become eligible to get this knowledge. So the person should first know what should be done, what should not be done according to Shastra, and that makes him eligible to get this knowledge. Why? Because this knowledge requires a mind which is bias free, and it should be able to see what the Shastra says clearly. And this is possible only when the prerequisite is met. And therefore, Bhagavan Krishna at the end of the chapter says, Shastra is pramanam. And do your what needs to be done based on Shastra, not based on my dislike like. Arjuna was trying to do that. Arjuna said, now I don't feel like fighting because people in front of me are relatives. They have been with me. So there's an attachment. I can't fight. So therefore he is avoiding fight because of his own personal raga, not according to what is told in Shastras. So therefore Shastra being the manual, Bhagavan Krishna at the end of the chapter says, that will guide you to get Daivi Sampatti and finally Jnanam, which gives moksha. Now there is a continuation in this chapter. So Arjuna now asks a question. What is the question? It's a very natural question all of us will have after the answer or after the statement made by Bhagavan Krishna. What is the question? Arjuna uvacha ye shastra vidhim utsrujya yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesham nishtha tu ka Krishna Sattvam aho rajas tamaha. So now Arjuna is asking a question. Fine, you say Shastra is Praman, but there are many people in the world who do not know something like Shastra exists, but they follow based on what elders follow. So elders follow Puja Vidhi, then they also worship based on how they worship. The children also worship. So you are following the elders, but you do not have any knowledge about Shastra. But you have Shraddha. Shraddha means what? Yes, Moksha is there, Ishvara is there, Shastram is there, Shraddha is there, but you have no knowledge. Then what happens to those people? The question is, Tesham, amongst them, Nishtha. Nishtha here means Shraddha. What kind of Shraddha do they have? Is it Sattvika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha or Tamasika Shraddha? What kind of Shraddha do they have? How will you categorize them? So this is a very genuine concern. Shastra tells what needs to be done, what should not be done. But I have Shraddha, I have Astika Buddhi, but I do not know Shastra. Then what category do I come into? The Shraddha that I show, is it Sattvika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha or Tamasika Shraddha? Therefore, this chapter is called Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. And Bhagavan will answer from the next shloka. So incidentally, one point I just wanted to mention. Today is Akshaya Tritiya. So, it is Vaishakha Masa Tritiya, Shukla Paksha Tritiya. It is a very auspicious occasion. Mainly, if you go outside, from the material angle, it will be you do something good. Like for example, you buy a house or you buy some small amount of gold, etc. They do. And they say that if you do that, it will never reduce. That means the wealth will keep on coming in. That is one perspective from materialistic angle. From knowledge angle, you start something good, learning something new now, and it will continue. Okay? Anything you start now continues. And two more things important. Today supposed to do Tilakarpanam. Okay, without any Pindadanam, Tilakarpanam has to be done for the forefathers. It is very important. Then Danam has to be given to some institute or some person who is striving to keep the Sanatana Dharma up. So that activity also has to be done. And this day is important because it was the end of Satya Yuga and starting of Treta Yuga. The whole day is auspicious, starting from morning sunset to sunrise to evening sunset. Thank you.
We are all aware that to propagate yoga, irrespective of gender, irrespective of the age, Ayush department has created Yoga Certification Board, YCB it is called, and then as a part of Ayush department, Ministry of Ayush department, Ayush Ministry, They conduct various yoga programs. Most of you must be aware of it. We are happy that last 8 months, even our YAC students, the yoga instructor course students also go through the L1, the first level of these exams which are conducted here at the end of YAC. We are also happy that our BSc students now, in the 6th semester, have cleared the L3 exam. We are really proud and congratulate this one. I request our Honorable Chancellor and then our Guruji to give away the certificates to these deserving students. These are L3 certificate, which is called Yoga Teacher and Evaluator. Shri Garvi Dubey of the 6th semester. The next one is Shri Rohan Prajapati, again, and Shri Sonu Kumar. We urge all the students to actually clear this one along with your BSc certificate from S-VYASA. You will also have BSc and MSc and all other certificates of all the classes. We urge you all to utilize this opportunity because it is conducted here, L1 is conducted here, and then this will add to your CV. Thank you, and then we request them to hoist the flag after the Shanti Mantra. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु